Hi, I'm Roberta Gold,
And I'm Tammy Atchley.
and we're Parent Power Happy Hour. Thanks for joining us. Today, we're going to give you some tips for tough times. These are times when emotionally we're feeling almost a wreck for what's been happening. And our kids equally are feeling that. So we have to get ourselves into a good place so then we can talk to our kids and help them through it. And these can be different things. This can be something like a death in the family. This can be what's happening in the world. This can be something that happened that they saw on TV. It can be a number of different things. I think one of the biggest, toughest things is bullying. And
I agree.
that's a tough one. So Tammy, I'm going to let you take the first.
I agree. Bullying is so huge in this country right now. 1 out of every 5 children has reported being bullied in their school uh, in the last year in 2019, and I know it continues today. And as parents, we need to listen, and we need to understand and not be judgmental, and be there and support them. One thing you can tell your child when they are being bullied is, empower them to stand up for themselves. Even my daughter is very shy, and to empower her to make a stand and to say really loudly, stop it. And the bullies don't want the teacher to be aware of this situation. But when you're being bullied, you want the teacher to be aware, and that sometimes will scare the bully away, or to get them to stop. And another thing is to always tell someone. You don't need to go through this alone. Talk to your child and tell them to come to you, go to their teacher, go to another teacher on the playground, and always tell someone, because they don't need to go through this alone.
That's
And
a big one.
yes,
Making our kids realize that they can come to us, no matter what it is, no matter what they're coming to us, especially when they're being bullied or something that's bothering them. That's important. We need to open ourselves up and be available to them, and we need to listen completely to them and hear them out and not interrupt. Just completely be a sounding board for them.
yeah. When we're listening to them, we don't want to, like she said, interrupt, and we don't want to try to fix anything. They need to get it off their chest. I mean, that's a huge part of it, is to just let it all out. And then we can talk to our kids about it. um, I think another thing that kids have a problem with, at least now, being home, is they fighting with your siblings. And I think every parent has gone through that with their kids fighting with one another. And Roberta has a really great tip for this one.
Well, I might have shared this already in another video, but I'm going to do it again because it works over different things. It works with tantrums. It works with kids fighting with each other, and it's a distraction. So I use humor and laughter, and I don't use humor and laughter to make fun of any situation, especially a really tough, serious situation. But humor and laughter can break the cycle, can break something that's happening right then and there and diffuse it and be like a respite. So it's a pause. It causes us to pause, to shift our attitude so that we can then maybe get into a discussion, because there's other things, and not just on this, but a lot of things that need that pause and they need that distraction. So what I do, and what Tammy's referring to, is I just get wild. I will just come in and go, yay, great kids, keep going, keep going. Shh, who's gonna win? Who's gonna win? Oh, no, don't stop. I'm enjoying watching you two. And if they don't stop right at that moment and look at you like, what?
You're nuts.
What did mom just say? Or dad, what did dad just say? And they will just stop, and they'll look at you, and you've gotten them to stop. So boom, they've stopped. And then you go, okay, if you're not going to fight anymore, tell me what this was all about, okay? And they might even have forgotten what they were fighting about. I think boys forget it a little faster than girls do, though, just like us moms. But humor will stop somebody in their just right there. Stop that cycle. Stop. We can't get in there. We can't do anything to stop where they're at. They're escalating. It's getting worse. Hopefully they're not really hurting each other too badly. But if you can bring in something that will stop it, or, you know, quick kids, catch this egg and throw a raw egg at them. Who cares if it breaks them, you know? But
I love that.
something wild, something totally unexpected. Because you can't do anything else. You can't just telling them, stop it, stop it, stop it. That's not going to work. It doesn't. Kids win every time when any type of argument at all, any type of happening, if you feed into it, you've lost.
Yeah.
Because one, you've lost your own composure and you're escalating and they're escalating. They win. 100%.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Laughter's the best medicine. It's the best way to get out of so many situations, and especially with children. And I've used it with my husband too. After talking to Roberta so much, I've used it with my husband, and we'll just giggle and say, "Oh, there's Roberta."
No, I do have to tell you, my kids are quite a bit older, and when they were probably in their high school ages, and I would do this, I kept doing it from when they were young to getting older, and my daughter would look, don't even try it. Mom, stop, don't even try it. I just need to sit with my anger right now. And I'm like, okay, cool. You talk to me when you're ready.
Yeah, that's great. That's great.
But she remembers and she uses it with her friends and she helps people with it. It's amazing. So humor and laughter aren't for every situation.
Yeah.
But they can be used in almost every situation. So something really horrific that's happened in the world, it's hard to actually laugh about something that's happening to somebody else. So you need to use humor and laughter with somebody that you're close enough to that they won't judge you for using humor. And you're not using humor to make fun of what that serious situation is. You're using the humor so that you can break your own sad cycle and then process it better. Because this happened to me the other day. I got so caught up in something that it kind of threw me. And it wasn't until I could actually laugh and find some release with the laughter that I could talk about it with a really good friend. And you know, we didn't come up with a perfect solution, but we came up with something that can help.
Yeah, that's what counts.
And that's what it counts.
Yeah.
So
if you want more tips about how to help your kid through the tough times, Parent Power Happy Hour is every week now, and we invite you to join us every Thursday at 5:15 and
Pacific Standard Time.
Yes, and email us for the link at parentpowerhappyhour@gmail.com.
parentpowerhappyhour@gmail.com, and we will send you the Zoom link, and we will start promptly at 5:15 this Thursday, and we would love to see you with us.
Absolutely.
Let's talk.
Let's talk. Yes. See ya.
See ya.